Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. You look at the Spurs. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And this is a team they'll see a lot of, 4 times total this season. The first game went their way. We'll see if they can push it to a 2-0 lead tonight. Yeah, getting the W in this second one would send a clear message about the dominance they expect to have in the matchup. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Medu. Then there's Murray, and it's AI in at the 2. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game. I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Here's Curry following the bucket by the Spurs. From deep, DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And here are the Spurs.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Out to DeRozan. AI in the post. Evans is there, and the shot goes down. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one. And talking about Curry's start, his parents were tremendous athletes themselves.
That's exactly right. His father, Dell, played 16 seasons in the NBA. His mom was a standout volleyball player. His sister was, too. Athleticism runs in the family. Those are some pretty good genes. They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. AI, right side. Got it. Good job in the low post.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
Now here's Curry. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jones, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. That one falls.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
It certainly appeared that they let the crowd get to them a little bit. Looked like they were rushing their foul shots, and that can't happen. You've got to lock in.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Medu is out there with DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's AI. And it's Murray in at the 2 spot. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. When it comes to video reviews, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. The main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points. Here's Looney following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Here is Cook. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight. Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Right side, White. And good coming on the assist by AI.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Stolen by AI. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. Got that one up quick. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Holiday kicks to Iguodala. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here is Bell. No points in the game yet for him. Stolen by AI. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Bertans, and the layup's good off the glass.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Cook, the pass to Iguodala. Outside Holiday. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch.
And so it's San Antonio, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect, and we'll be back with you shortly. Notching a 50-40.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the...
And look here for the Warriors. Damian Jones is checked in for Bell. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Evans, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Medu. He's out there with DeRozan. Aldridge out there with AI. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard.
Oh, you can tell a player who learned the game the hard way, like AI did. I mean, those are the guys making passes like that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Clippers was phenomenal. They ended with 31 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special, but the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Coach Kerr always focused on, Chris, what he calls the possession game. Turnovers and offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Kevin, when you think about it, for the Warriors, it's hard to believe, but they love making turnovers. And Coach, he's trying to control them giving extra possessions to the team. Because when they do that, their defense and shot making still usually went out.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
That's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. It's Durant on the wing. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. 5 to shoot. Jones, no luck. San Antonio's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Aldridge, the pass to Medu. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Looney kicks to Evans. A three ball. A rebound by the Spurs. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Well, extremely accurate throughout the evening, I thought. The play calling really fit the lineups they were rolling out.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Evans out there with Steph Curry. And it's Durant. Then there's Bell. And it's Jones in at the 5 spot. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Medu's got 6 points.
Yeah, you know, Coach Steve Kerr may seem to have a laid-back demeanor, but knowing him personally, I tell you what, he's fiery. He's intense and he wants to win. When tempers flare, don't be surprised to see him smashing clipboards and letting loose on the sideline.
Murray, the pass to Medu. It's AI on the wing, guarded by Kerr. AI, and the jam by AI. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists.
Oh, no chance AI is going to be denied right there. It's a surefire 2 points if you let him get that deep inside.
And playing for the Bulls, Kerr famously got into a fight with a teammate, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he has that competitive spirit, that edge you need to succeed in this game. Great people skills, sure, but he's not a pushover.
The Spurs making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Look, he is carrying this team tonight. The passion AI is playing with, just phenomenal.
The Warriors shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Cook kicks to Jones. Back to Cook. Over Murray. And again, no good by Golden State.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes an obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired fired are because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. Now here's Iguodala. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one off the back iron and out. Right side to Walker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Walker's got 4 this quarter. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here is Cook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Trying to end the drought, and that's 2 points on the layup.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane, takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Here's AI. And no good that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. Iguodala against Walker. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Walker against Iguodala. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. For San Antonio, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. AI dishes to Pirtle, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is Cook. White covering. Cook looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on AI. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night. For Iguodala. He's checked in for Quinn Cook. San Antonio also making some changes. Medu, he's checked in for Bertanis. DeJounte Murray comes in for White. And AI is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got DeRozan. AI is out there with Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Medu in at the power forward position.
Oh, keep the pressure on. That's what AI likes to do, and it gets him the and one.
You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football. And so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaq the fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocked.